We are looking at a quick tutorial, actually not necessarily that quick, using Gimp. What we're looking at this time is how to create flaming text. So we're just going to open Gimp. I am recording this on a Mac, so if you're one of the Mac people, you can definitely use it. Okay, so what we're going to need to do, this is what Gimp looks like when you open it. So we have our main tool window over here. Some other tool type things over here. This is our layer window. Gimp is a very sophisticated program. We are only using the super simple parts of it. It is very impressive, but we are just going to kind of use those simple little bits to kind of get what we need done. So we're going to go into File. We need to create a new project. New. This is, we don't want it to be, actually we do want it to be like that. That's totally fine. Click OK. So here is what we are looking at. This is our workspace. Currently we have it with a background of black, which is great. We're going to add a layer. So this is just going to be up on top. So there's my background, and this is my new layer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use text. So I'm just going to click in here. My text needs to be significantly big. And I'm just going to put in my name. Oh, I'm also typing black on not black. So I need to kind of change that as well. Okay, so let's move this back up here. Okay, so there is, oh, I'm a little bit too, I'll just, oh, that doesn't work. Maybe we'll make it a little bit smaller here. So just highlight everything. Just make it so it fits. That'll do it. All right, I'm just going to click off. So here I have my text, so I can move this around. Oh, that's moving the wrong one. Oh, I don't actually need to make this layer. So I'm going to delete my extra layer that I have. Okay, this is my text layer. So I'm just going to kind of move this where I need it to be. I'm going to move it down towards the bottom. Okay, what I need to do first is take my text layer and merge it back into my background. So I'll make sure I'm on my layer. And if I kind of look through this one is just going to lower them. What I actually need to do is merge them. So I'm just going to right click and merge down. So now I'm left with a single layer, right? So my white text is embedded into the black. Okay, what I need to do now is use a smudge tool. So that is this one right here. It looks like somebody's pointing downwards. This is my brush size. This is where a lot of this stuff is. And what a brush or a smudge tool does, it just takes the two colors and it just sort of smudges them. So the first thing, all I need to kind of do is just sort of smudge my letters. So we're just sort of moving through them all, just sort of making them a little bit grayer and then getting rid of these hard edges. So you can kind of see what I've been doing here with the M. Okay, so just sort of smudging it. Okay, I'm going to be doing that to all of the rest of the letters too. So I'm just going to pause this because it's the same action for all the different letters. Okay, so you can see I've kind of worked all the way through the different letters and I've got them all nicely smudged. It doesn't quite look right yet, so we have a little bit more to do. So you can sort of see I can still smudge. What we need to do now is sort of at the very top of each, we just need to sort of smudge them so that they are moving higher. So we're just going to kind of go over each, clicking and dragging up. But it's important that everything is pointing up as we go. So you can sort of see how the K is quite changing. You don't want to do it too much because you want to make sure you can still tell what the letters are. But you do need to kind of make sure everything is going up like that. So you can sort of kind of doing the same thing here. Sometimes it's going to take multiple to get it up. I'm going to go all the way across the letters and do that for all of them. So I'll just pause the video again and while I finish them off. Okay, so you can see that I have tweaked them all, so they're all going up, but it still does not look like flame because of course the coloring is all wrong. So what we need to do with that is we're going to need to adjust all of that. So we're going to go into colors, and the one we're looking for is right up at the top. It's called color balance. So this little window over here pops up. So what we need to do is adjust each of these three ranges. So this one says shadows, and then a midtones, and then a highlights. So we're going to go into shadows first. And what we want to do is this one, shadows for cyan, we want that to be all the way up to 100. And the second one is magenta, and we want that one to be -30. So I'm just going to slide that over. And the yellow at the bottom, oh, sorry, that one we actually want to have +30. Let's move that up to 30-ish. And the bottom one, we would like that to be -30. So just slide that over there. And then we're going to go to midtones. You can see it's changing already. So we'll go to midtones, and midtones is actually the same. So this first one goes all the way to 100. Second one goes to 30. Just slide that over. And the other one at -30. See, it's starting to look a little bit better already. Then we're going to go to highlights, and this one is a little bit different. So the top one is going to go all the way to 100. The middle one is going to stay right at 0, but the yellow is going to go all the way to -100. And that's it. You just click OK. As you can see, it now looks like it is on fire. So we are done. So we're going to go to File. If this was something I wanted to edit later, I would go to Save, and I would save it as an XCF file somewhere. Because I am done, I'm actually going to export it. So File, Export. I'm going to export it out as a PNG file. I will say flamingname.png. I'm going to go right into my Brink Stuff file and click Export. It's going to ask me a couple questions. I go, yes, I like those things, whatever they are. And now if I minimize this, if I go into Brink Stuff here, I can see here is my text. This is something I could crop out of this to put it into something else if I needed it, to assign my name to something or whatever. And that is how you create your name in flaming text or any other words you want using Gimp.